It was the 1960s when a group of nameless philanthropists laid the foundation for what they called the Fold, a sanctuary for the lost, the weary, and those desperate to be free from the shadows inside their minds. At the heart of this community stood Otto Stamper, a man whose smile could draw in even the most skeptical soul. He spoke of purging darkness through joy talk, through meditation, and through the endless repetition of carefully chosen mantras. If you filled your mind with light, he said, there would be no space left for the dark. For years, the Fold thrived. Gardens flourished, laughter echoed between simple homes, and people wore new names like fresh coats of paint. Every day, they gathered in circles, reciting words that promised eternal happiness. It was an utopia, until Otto's rules began to tighten their grip. Any member who dared to admit fear or sadness, anyone who spoke a dark word, was banished. Otto's guardians acted swiftly, pulling out the sand like weeds from a garden. The Fold stayed bright on the surface, because the shadows were forced outside its walls. Then the disappearances began. People slipped away in the night, leaving behind nothing but fear. Whispers spread that a presence, something unseen, was stalking them. Fear became their constant companion. Families huddled together, chanting desperately into the dark, hoping that their mantras would keep them safe. Otto gave their fear a name, the Druani. He told them it had been summoned by those who strayed from good thinking. To fight it, they had to stay awake, stay pure, and never ever dream. Sleep was forbidden. Rumors were crushed. Freedom itself was put on hold, all to keep the darkness at bay. But the vanishings didn't stop. One stormy night, Otto summoned his flock to the beach. Rain hammered the island as his guardians dragged a woman onto a wooden stage. She was no member of the Fold. She was a journalist, bound and screaming. Otto declared that she had come to destroy everything they had built. But she shouted the truth through the storm. Otto was no savior. He was part of an ancient cult of the rich and powerful. A cabal that sacrificed people, towns, even entire nations to a nameless elder god. The vanished, they had not been exiled, they had been slaughtered. Before her words could take root, Otto silenced her with a slash of his knife. Blood mingled with the rain as she fell, her eyes wide with terror. Otto turned to the crowd, claiming there were others among them, traitors working to destroy the Fold. They had to be found, and quickly, or the Druani would take them all. The crowd began to crumble under the weight of fear. Whispers became accusations. Accusations became screams. Every buried emotion erupted at once. Years of false smiles and forced joy shattered, replaced by chaos. The mantras that once promised peace now spilled out as panicked cries. Then came the breaking point. The Fold turned on itself, members clawing and tearing at one another with hands and teeth. Violence consumed them. All the while, Otto stood above them on the stage, smiling with eyes colder than the rain. The earth beneath the stage quaked. The beach sank into black, oozing sludge, thick as tar. From it, something rose. Shapeless, formless, yet terrifyingly alive. It moved through the carnage, feeding on fear, misery, and flesh. Shrieks, cries, whimpers, feasting sounds. Otto stared as the horror took form, becoming exactly what he had made them imagine. The Druani turned its faceless gaze to him, lingering for a long silent moment before it slithered back into the shadows, leaving nothing but ruin behind. The Garden of Joy was gone. replaced by something far darker. And in that place, the Dredge was born. Enter the portal, remain in the fog.